Hey guys, this is Anarchist coming to you from the dark side of the moon here on Wham Radio because we have a mutiny, people. I'm here in downtown Berwyn, Illinois. Marlboro Man will not be here again, so I will be doing another solo show. If you have any critiques on the show, I am using a new software, OBS Studio. It is a freeware, so I'm starting to learn the ropes a little. So it is kind of a different show. If you do have any tips you'd like to give me on improving the show, please leave it down in the comment sections below. Okay, everybody, so today's show is going to be about the dehumanization of us, the people, and how wearing this mask and all this stuff is just meant to socially engineer us into treating each other like we're disgusting or like monsters. Um, so if you don't have a mask on, then there's no service. It's the treatment that they're giving us, putting these signs up on every door. You see it when you go to every store, every door, every window. You'll see face masks must be worn at all times. Violators will be asked to leave immediately. If you don't feel well or have a temperature, please leave the premises immediately. You're going to see stuff like that everywhere. That's conditioning. So what they do is they're putting up all these signs everywhere and conditioning us into compliance, or into what I like to call silent consent. Um, this is, and just to let you know, this isn't mandated by the owners of the stores. I don't think any of these owners woke up one day and say, I want all my customers to be required to wear a mask when they come in. So I'm going to put a sign on my door to force all the customers to wear masks. When they come in, and I'm not going to give them any service because they don't have a mask on. This is all done by the government. Okay, the government came and told these businesses that they have to follow these guidelines, and they're guidelines. Guidelines is something that's not mandatory. That's the thing. When you think of a guideline, they're suggestions. They're not even rules. They're not even like policies. They're just suggestions. We suggest that you wear a mask if you're over the age of 50. Do you have to wear one? No. Again, this falls on the line of personal choice. And all these business owners did not get to make a personal choice on how they wish to conduct their businesses and to how they wish to follow these guidelines. They had no choice at all whatsoever. I want to give you one of my personal experiences of how I was treated because of the mask. And I really do believe it's because of the mask. I went to Best Buy and I ordered a tablet, and I pre-ordered it online, and I got my confirmation number, so I went over to Best Buy and I walked there, and the guy told me that they could not serve me because I didn't have a card. That was his first excuse. Then the guy goes back to the table behind the doors, and just to let you know, they taped off the whole store so that to let everybody know that they weren't even allowing people into the store to do shopping. It was all curbside pickup. There was no walking into Best Buy and browsing the shelves and picking out off the shelf what you want. No, you have to go online and order it, and you show up at the store, they give it to you. I wish it was that easy. It sounded very simple. I wish it was that simple, but it wasn't, because I get there and they're already giving me crap. Then the guy tries to tell me he can't serve me because I'm not wearing a mask. And just to let you know, this was around the time when I live in the wonderful state of Illinois. So my governor is J.B. Pillager. Okay? This is around the time Pillager mandated that everybody who's going into any building should wear a mask. Did not mandate that everybody walking outside has to wear a mask. So I wasn't even going into the building. Okay? So I didn't even think I had to wear a mask. I told the guy, can't I stand on one of those social distancing tapes on the floor and just have you guys come and give me my damn tablet? He's like, no, you have to wear a mask. So fine. I paid $350 for my goddamn tablet. I'm going to get my tablet. So I put the damn mask on, wore it as a chin guard, stood over by the social distancing lines. Girl comes up to me, okay, I can help you. What's your name? Gave her my name, and she's like, well, what's the item? And I told her it's a tablet. She's like, okay. So I pull out my confirmation email. I pull it out. I had a paper. I printed it off the internet, and I grab my ID. And I go to hand it to her, and she's like, stop. She puts out her arm, arm's length at me, And she's like, stop, I can't take that information from you because it could have cerveza bug on it, even though she's wearing a mask and she's wearing gloves. Okay? So, at this point, it's a damn joke. But me standing there, I'm pissed off now because all I wanted was my damn tablet. I was so excited, I was waiting for it, and here I am, standing outside, waiting for it, and they're giving me a hard time. And she goes, okay, just give me the serial number off the email. I open up the email. There's like 4 different numbers on the damn email. So I look at her and I said, can you tell me which one it is? What are you looking for? And she's like, no, you have to stay over there and you have to find the number and you have to tell me the number and we'll verify it and we'll get you your tablet. So not only was I told that because I didn't have a car, or I guess the privilege of owning a car, that I could not pick up my tablet, on top of that, I guess I have to do my own customer service because social distancing customer service means you have to give yourself your own customer service. So, at the end of that, I finally did get my tablet. I'm pissed off. I walk off. I go and enjoy my tablet after all that. Okay. Now I had a polar opposite experience of Best Buy. Okay. I went to a restaurant. I pre-ordered some food. I totally forgot my mask. Okay. And I still walked into the restaurant, and the lady there didn't even give me any problems. Not one word came out of her mouth. And when I apologized to her about not having the mask, she said, don't worry about it. They handed me my food, and I went. It was literally like 2 minutes to walk in, pick up my food, and leave. But not at Best Buy. No, I was there for a good at least 25 minutes, talking between 2 different people, having to do my own customer service, and being told that I'm not going to be served because I don't have a car. So it just like, that's what I'm saying. Like the way how the Best Buy people made me feel when I walked away made me feel like I was disgusting to them. And I just did not appreciate being treated like I was a leopard. And I'm not, and that's what I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel like when they're going through this. I'm pretty sure I am not the only one who's experienced poor customer service due to the whole corona thing. Okay? Or I'm sorry, quote unquote cerveza bug, because I can't say the other C word, because, they might shut down my show, even though my show ain't nothing either. So, people are now beginning to become more desensitized towards each other. Everything we do, everything we see, and everything we can take in is all done with our faces, guys. Eyes, nose, ears, mouth. When you look at another person, you see them smile or frown or be upset. When we cover our faces and we take away half our faces, we're literally turning ourselves into faceless drones. Turning ourselves into these faceless drones. So that way we could be treated badly. And people are not going to say anything about it because they're like, okay, well, that's the way how it is now. There's no more personal choices anymore. They are now made for you by your family, by your friends, by your job, by the government. There's no more personal choice. It's not a thing anymore. You don't get to make your own decisions in life because now you got legislators that can sit there and make decisions for you. So let me put it this way. My personal choice is the best choice. Therefore, we should make a law saying about my personal choice being the best choice and then enforce it on everybody else and by giving them fines and lengthy jail sentences. That's what that really means, okay, guys? Because then they're going to take people who don't wear a mask, they're going to fine them, or they'll throw them in jail. And then, use more tax money to house them in there and stuff like that. It's a vicious cycle, really. But that's really what happens. Businesses don't get to make choices anymore. They have no say-so on what they want to do. People are no longer having any choices anymore. The government's telling us what we have to do. It's really very sickening. And at this point, I'm just telling you, like, the fact that you can literally slap anything on your face at this point and call it a mask. You know what I mean? Like, this is just a sick joke at this point. Our government, in a way, must be laughing at us behind closed doors, saying, oh my God, I can't believe they're all wearing masks. And you should see some of the goofy people out there. Hold on, let me see if I can find some images. I got a slideshow here for you guys of just goofy things that people do to wear masks. Like, you know what I mean? You can literally slap something on your face, like a tampon, like, or a maxi pad, you know, jugs, coffee filter. People like this is a joke. Like, the mask does not even protect from corona. It even says it on the side of the box, and people are still wearing it like they feel that safe. Corona, Lisa. Look at that. He took half an orange and strapped it on his head. Okay? And do you think that's going to protect against corona? No, it's just going to smell like orange. So, I had another experience at a store. I was going to purchase some tobacco products. Now, the owner was there, and he's pretty cool. He, doesn't really enforce the whole mask thing. He himself was not wearing a mask that day either. But he had a guest sitting behind the counter. I did not notice him. And I was talking to the owner and talking business with him, and he was agreeing with me that wearing a mask should be a personal choice. Okay? And this the guest that he had there, he was an older guy between his 50s and 60s, walked with a cane, wore his mask as a chin guard, mind you, okay? And he just stands right up and he's like, no, it's not a personal choice. No, 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 that is not how any of this works. You have to wear your mask. And I said, sir, with all due respect, don't tell me what to do with my body and I don't tell you what to do with your body. And he says, no, no, no. The governor says everybody has to wear a mask and you're in here with no mask. You should go out there and go die with everybody else because you're a stupid idiot and you don't want to wear your mask. That's what they say. Like, they literally tell you to go die, okay? They don't even have anything good to say to anybody. They don't have a positive way to reinforce wearing the mask. They just sit there and they throw dirt at you, really. So let me get these images off the board. And so he's arguing with me. He's talking about how, there is no personal choice and, it's to protect him and this and that. Now, look, if I really wanted to make a straight argument, because this guy was not letting me get anything in edgewise, like, no words in, okay? Because he was that emotional and that upset. And mind you, again, you got like a 50, 60-year-old with a cane sitting with the mask on, looking like a hospital patient. Okay? So at this point, I'm like, sir, I'm sorry. I don't know what chronic condition you could be suffering from. I don't want to, give you a heart attack or anything. So I'm just going to leave. We'll agree to disagree and I'll just leave. So I left. And, there's people like this all the time. I even went and took my daughter to the park one time. And I tore all the tape off the park and I said, you know what? I'm going to let my daughter play. And a vet comes up to me and tells me that what I'm doing is wrong and letting my daughter play in the park is wrong, and that I'm actually putting him at risk, even though he's the one breaking social distancing by coming up to me and going out of his way to come up to me. He wasn't even wearing a mask to tell me that that what I'm doing is wrong. And I looked right at him and I said, sir, you fought for this country and gave your time, but obviously you don't know what you really gave your time for, because this is not what you sacrificed your youth for. Okay? You did not sacrifice your youth for me to be mandated into wearing a mask. Okay? I have freedom. I have choice. And I don't think I should have to wear a mask. And I think it's okay for me to bring my daughter to the park. Okay, guys, I just need to go pay some bills really quick and we'll get back to the show. First up, we have Berwyn Tobacco and Vapes at 2825 South Harlem Avenue. Mo's the owner there. He's got great tobacco products and vaping products. And also, if you like the green, he's got a lot of different smoking paraphernalia that you can get there too. That's Berwyn Tobacco and Vapes at 2825 South Harlem Avenue at 708-637-4245. or they also have a Facebook page, so you can check them out over there too. We also have Sullivan's Plumbing Heating Incorporated, located at 7018 16th Street in Berwyn. Phone number 708-795-0700. They do great plumbing work. You can call them and get a quote to see if you have, to get them in really quick. They're fast. They're always available at any time. They're open 24 hours. That's Sullivan's Plumbing and Heating at 708-795-0700. And then we also have JC Resale Shop in Berwyn at 6615 Cermak Road. I cannot stress how much I really mean by saying if you can't find it anywhere, you can find it at JC's. She's got everything you can think of: clothes, shoes, socks, furniture, books, you name it, she's got it. Kids stuff, she's got it there at her store too. And she's more than happy to help you find anything in her store. Just give her a call at 708-317-4539. If not, go right to her store at 6615 Cermak Road in Berwyn, Illinois. Okay, guys, so let's get back to the show. We want to talk about wearing the masks and dehumanizing people, turning us into disgusting monsters towards each other, making us afraid of each other. All of this, of course, is leading up to a witch hunt, which is basically, us pointing fingers at each other. She could have gave me the virus. He could have gave me the virus. They could have gave me the virus. It's all fear-mongering, guys. And you have to see right past it that even if there was a real virus out there, okay, and people are getting infected everywhere, people need to be free to react and to act upon these things. If you mandate people into compliance, that means that they will no longer have the free will to act upon these whatever is affecting them immediately in their environment. So if this virus is infecting people, and say the government mandates everybody to stay indoors, but really staying indoors is actually bad and they could still catch the virus that way, don't you think they should have the free will and right to think for themselves and say, you know what, maybe I should just move out of here and go somewhere else? But they're going to force people to stay, okay? Whether they'll do it by picking you up and taking you to jail, they'll do it all sorts of ways. You think it won't happen? They did it to the Jews, okay? The Nazis did it to the Jews. They pushed them all into the ghettos, and anybody who tried to escape, they picked them up and took them to concentration camps. They didn't even have a chance to say no. They didn't even have a chance to make a choice. And that's where we are losing right now, is being able to make the choice. Our freedom and personal liberties are being slowly eroded from us, guys. They are slowly prying it out of our hands, okay? I strongly believe that every thinking human being on this planet has the right to make decisions for themselves, whether they are good or bad. They need to suffer the direct consequences of such things. Again, I feel that even here at my job, I'm here at my day job, I feel that them even asking me to record my temperature, to put it on the books, is even wrong. That is too much personal invasion. That is medical information that does not need to be revealed to anybody. Okay? Then they're doing these little steps. So that way, when it comes time to, they're going to make this leap. And we're going to see it, guys. We're going to see that all of this is leading to the giant leap that they're going to take that will tighten the chains around our necks and pull us right into the next phase of their plan, which is going to be a one world government, guys. A one world government, one world currency. They're talking about this change shortage. They're talking about all sorts of things. And here in Illinois, they want to indoctrinate our children. So let me show you, let me pull up an article that I was reading. And I just could not believe. Hold on 1 second. Let me switch to the other one. Sorry about that. Okay. So in this article is about, it says, Illinois governor files lawsuit to require school children to wear masks. Okay. So J.B. Pillager, my governor, well, he's not my governor. I don't vote. I don't pick anybody to be my master. Okay. The Democratic governor of Illinois wants to mandate face coverings for all children attending public schools in the fall. So let's indoctrinate the children right now. Okay, guys? In a prepared statement released on Thursday, Governor J.B. Pillager said he chose to file a preemptive lawsuit in case residents elected to fight the face covering requirement in court. So he's trying to throw a stick in the wheel before we can even react and be able to do anything about it. The governor says that wearing a mask is common sense during coronavirus pandemic and that anyone with children would understand the motivation behind this order. Now listen to what he says right here. As a father, I would not send my children to a school where face coverings are not required because the science is clear. Face coverings are critical to prevent the spread of coronavirus, Pillager said. So basically what he's saying, he's using emotional appeal to appeal to his audience. Saying, me as a father. Okay, so appealing to parents through emotional coercion. As a father, I would not send my children to a school where face coverings are not required. So he's appealing to them using emotions. And he's going to try to get them to think like, oh, yeah, I want to send my kids without a face covering. And I don't think anybody else should send their kids without face covering. And nobody should bring peanut butter to school. And I don't think we should be using lead in pencils anymore. And this and that. You know what I mean? Like, it just goes down the line of everything that they don't want us to do. Okay? Those schools have yet pushed back against Pillager's suggestion. Officials at 2 private schools and a public school district in the state informed the Illinois Board of Education that they do not believe the governor has the authority to mandate such policy, and for once, I actually fucking agree with them. No, he does not have the right to mandate it. First off, what is he doing? He's saying, screw the parents, they don't get a choice. How dare they, even think that they could have a choice? So poo-poo to them, okay? I'm going to make the choices for their children because I'm the real adult and they're not. Okay, that's literally what they're doing. Let's read on. Ann Spillane, chief legal counsel to Pillager, said the lawsuit was essential to creating safety standards that would assuage any concerns that parents might have about sending their children to school. So basically saying, look, I know we stabbed you, but let me just pet the wound a little, and it'll make you feel a little better. I know it's gonna sting, but I know for sure if I rub the wound, it'll feel really good. That's what Ann Spillane just basically said. Okay. These people are psychopaths, okay? They are power-tripping psychopaths. They think that their personal choices should translate into our personal choices. So let's read on. Last paragraph. Students need to prepare. Parents need to know what's coming. Administrators need guidelines, Spillane said. Confusion on these things leads to risk. We're sending a signal that this issue is not up for debate. The governor does not have an option. So let me just say it this way. Let's put a pin on it, guys. That's what they're saying. We got to put a pin on it because it's not that important. The governor knows what he's doing. He's the real adult in this situation. You guys just go back, nothing to see here, put a pin in it. The governor does have an option, guys. Everybody has a choice, guys. Your choice is to sit there and think about, is this something I need to do in my life right now? Okay? I wouldn't worry about what other people are doing. It's not my job to worry about what other people are doing. My job is to worry about what I'm doing. Okay? So, this is pretty much the end of the show, guys. Like and share if you can. I do have a Facebook page, and I also have a Facebook group called Thank You for Protecting Me from Freedom. We also have an alternate group called Thank You for Protecting Us from the Constitution. If you want to get in touch with me, you guys can join my group and interact with me anytime. All right, guys, this is Anarchist coming to you from the dark side of the moon, and I will get back to you and talk to you on the next show.